grow it again. So because this is the variety, it's not that big, and it's most suitable for the production of seeds. Like I said before, I mean, the farmers which are growing hemp in Slovenia, they have no special subsidies. I mean, they are just entitled to subsidies like all other farmers. And even in the future, we don't intend to give some additional subsidy to hemp growers, especially. But it could be. I think that the farmers growing hemp should organize better and try to get some money out of the rural development plan for 2014 to 2020 through to the measure of diversification of farms and establishment of small enterprises in the way to establish a kind of a processing capacity. Well, one of the problems with hemp is actually it's possible to grow and it's possible to process for industrial purposes. And this is what we have. This is something we still have to work out, because there are some problems with labeling of the products on the market. Because actually it's possible to sell it, but sometimes sellers have problems with if there is a leaf of cannabis on the product itself, then you might get into problems with our Ministry of Health, because they believe that this leaf should mislead the children and young people that cannabis is not that dangerous, so they would more use the other part, which is to use cannabis. But this is totally different story. Well, actually, I have exhausted now what I had to say. If there are some questions, I'm willing to answer. Or yeah.
Hi, I'm Darko Rubas from Slovenia. Is there some plans with Ministry of Agriculture to talk with Ministry of Health to remove this kind of unnecessary obstacle with processing hemp for food, let's say? At the moment, we can only produce oil, as far as I'm concerned. And the second thing is having a leaf on the label of the product. This is ridiculous. If they think that this is misleading, then they are not informed enough. And as far as I know, there should be only professionals working there. And I think it's really ridiculous that they see problems in this kind of way instead of educating people, which they're probably also supposed to do. Thank you.
Well, we're working on it. I mean, there was already a proposal from the Ministry of Health, but it was then put on the table. So at the moment we're still working on it, and I think we will succeed, because on the other hand, there is a lot of products imported from Austria, and they are labeled in all different kind of ways, and nobody really pays any attention to it. I mean, but we still have some work to do. I mean, this is what we have to do in nearest future. Yeah.
there any plans with Ministry of Agriculture to support the new farmers to get subsidies from European Union and to inform the established farmers to use this to grow hemp? Like, you know, first of all, to make some, I don't know, some people in charge in Ministry of Agriculture to try and find the ways to get the subsidies proper way, so we don't have to later give the money back. So in order to develop our farms, to get small businesses or enterprises, like you said before, so the Ministry of Agriculture would help farmers which actually have to work on their farms, but they maybe don't have the knowledge or the time to go through this European bureaucratic process, which can be quite difficult to understand and to follow through.
Yeah, well, I mean, the subsidy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the subsidies, they exist and they are there, so there will be no additional, but yeah, maybe there would be some more education of the farmer in this direction, but you know, there will be no special subsidy for hemp, because, but like I said before, it's possible to get some money through to, let's say, diversification of a farm, because if you can build a carpentry establishment, or you know, if you can some processing of food on the farm, it's also possible to invest in a capacity to process hemp on the farm level. So, yeah, but maybe there should be some more work done in a direction of advertisement of the growing of hemp. Yeah, helping to yeah, with the whole process of yeah.
Wagner from Luxembourg. I wanted to ask if the Ministry of Agriculture in your country has made some reflections to help growers of hemp to make the local quality in the 0.2 THC less than 0.2, because in our country we are really delivered to big companies for the seeds. So when we get no seeds, we cannot grow hemp. And I think that is dangerous when we only are dependent from big corporations to provide the seeds. Did your ministry make reflections eventually to help agricultural capacities in your country, to help with money to cross the Alp, like a Slovenian hemp, who is adapted to your climate, and so it will be more simple and not we are not dependent from big companies. Have you made some reflections in research for your local quality?
Yeah, well, I could say we are working on it, but But the problem is, because hemp let's say in Slovenia or in ex-Yugoslavia, the varieties were either, let's say it was, I don't know what was, Novosadska, or there were some Serbian varieties that they were very good for the production of fiber. But the problem of those varieties, because it's THC content, because they have a bigger THC content, so they are not allowed on the European list, because the variety. So, but actually in Slovenia, we never really worked on the production of hemp, of varieties of hemp. What we are doing at the moment is that we are working on with wheat seeds and with actually with crops. They are more, produced in Slovenia. Hemp is not one of them. So I don't expect, that there will be a big development on the research on the variety of hemp, especially suitable for Slovenia. That's a problem in a way, yeah. But we are thinking on this, short distances, and to shorten the distance of transport of food and seeds and everything. Ja, če ni več, bi se vam najlepše zahvalil in vam v imenu ministrstva še zaželil naprej še uspešno delo. Hvala lepa.